So I was going through my videos there to try and find a particular video to make a few comments on, and I came across this one that was unlisted. This is from December of 2021. So round about that time in my life, I'd just crashed my car there or thereabouts. I think that happened about a month or two prior. In October. I then like sort of disappeared from the internet for a time completely and just got shit faced, dare I say. It's quite difficult to listen to, in all honesty, but I don't know why I kept it unlisted. I think I just wasn't happy with it at the time or something, but regardless. So I wanted to go to a specific video to touch upon something which I do think is very important, um, which is loneliness. And I'm not going to play the video, obviously. 6 years ago, I made a wee rap about loneliness. I was 22 at the time, and there we go. Didn't want that. Regardless. I do think that it's something that's never discussed enough. Uh, I think there's a lot more people, probably in this day and age, that do feel a semblance of loneliness from time to time. And what really hit home for me today was I went to an appointment this morning to do with like alcohol and whatnot. And the woman, like one of the things that we're doing, trying to do anyways, try to get to like the root cause as to why I turn to substances and whatnot when feel shit, when things go wrong. And eventually I start to break down a bit, which was kind of embarrassing, I guess. But, like I'm no stupid. I know like the main reason that I'm at present feeling as low as I am, everything that's happened the last month, it's like exacerbated my issues. Um, as opposed to like anything else. But loneliness is something that I've spoken about quite a lot over the years. Even on my alternative channel, I've spoken about loneliness quite a lot, on and off. I've sympathised with people, and I've raised the topic, spoken quite often about drug deaths in Scotland, suicides in Scotland, mental health in general, because it's a topic that I've always felt somewhat passionate about. And I think part of the reason that I felt so passionate about it was because I've been there. And I did, yeah, I did. I broke down the day a bit because I'm experiencing the same loneliness that I felt when I was just a young guy, 22, you know. And after a month of it, I've spoken to next to nobody. Um, and I chose initially alcohol as a distraction, which didn't make matters any better. If anything, they made them worse. It does start to affect you, does, and this was the point I've said so many times before. Like, it's not just elderly people that experience it. It's a horrible, horrible fucking thing, to be honest. You know, you wake up in the morning and, you know, most people are going to work at present. I haven't been working. I do hope to start working again. I need to because that in and of itself is a distraction. But let's just say you're not working. You get up and then what? And then what? It's all very well and good for you to go out with your mates, go and do this, go and do that, go and do things, man. The old cliche, go to the gym, bro. But what happens if, well, first and foremost, like stuff like that doesn't interest you, but what happens if you don't have friends? It's the whole point of loneliness, isn't it? And it does begin to eat away at you a bit. So, you get up, what do you do? If you've got a pet, I'll take your pet out, your dog even. Then what? You come home, and it's the same shit that you initially went out in the first place to escape from. It's never ending fucking misery. Now, whether in your case or anybody's case it's self inflicted or otherwise is irrelevant. It's still a fucking misery. So I look back at like my old read ups that I used to write. It saddens me that I felt that way at such a young age. It additionally saddens me that there's specific periods throughout the latter half of my twenties where I didn't feel that way. And now I feel that way again. It's awful. It's genuinely one of the worst feelings in the fucking world. No soul to speak to, you know, which makes bettering yourself all the more difficult. There's a few things out there that I've looked into, which you should look into too, such as your men's sheds, Mikey's line, if you're up in the Highlands. Mikey's line. I had an appointment with them last week. It was a sort of just a one-to-one thing, and they said that they have like wee men's clubs, and I might consider going to one of them at some point. But there isn't very much at all overall, which I think is unfortunate. And I mean, it does come down to, like I've said before, my other channel, I think, that at the end of the day, it's like it's up to you to sort of take the necessary steps and whatnot. But that's if like you're trying to improve yourself. How do you quell loneliness? It's a silent killer. You know. And even if you do have friends, this is the other one. Even if you do have friends you can speak to, they've got their own lives. You know, just difficult to wrap my head around. Really, been a few times where I've been tempted to fucking seriously snap. recently. I'm avoiding it, which, if nothing else, is in and of itself a sign of improvement.